Hello, hello, hello. Happy, amazing Monday to you. I am Dr. Sharon, educator, author, entrepreneur, and speaker, and host and creator of the Grind Entrepreneur Network Spotlight. And in the spotlight tonight is Miss Paula McDade.
Hey, Dr. Sharon.
Hey there, how are you?
I am well.
Wonderful, wonderful. So Paula McDade is the owner of Stella Creative LLC, where she guides her clients through landscape of communicating a stellar visual image for their business, ministry, or nonprofit ventures. Facebook Live, please give a virtual welcome to Miss Paula McDade. It is so awesome to see you, Paula.
Thank you so much. And I just have to say thank you for your patience during these technical difficulties we've had getting online.
It's technology. You know,
Yes.
that's how it is.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
I gave just a brief points about your background and your company, but please take this moment to share with everyone who Paula McDade is and what exactly Paula McDade does with Stella Creative.
Well, thank you so much for this platform. Again, I want to say thank you for allowing me this time on the Grind Entrepreneur Network. This is an amazing way for entrepreneurs to share what they do and how they benefit others. And I just want to say that Stellar Creative is really, really excited to be featured on this show. And what we do, basically, I've been in business since 2015. My business started with a prayer session that had nothing to do with business, first of all. It was really a healing prayer session. And during that prayer session, the lady that was praying for me said that she was sensing that God was saying that I had several creative gifts that he was going to use for his kingdom. And so as a result of that prayer session, I started my business probably about a year later. And here we are today. And what I do is I help individuals represent their brands through media marketing, digital marketing online, through web design, as well as publishing now. And that publishing piece has been the newest part of what we do for individuals. So I am so excited about the ability to provide individuals with the platform to promote their brands, to sell more, to reach more, and to have a bigger impact in the world.
That is absolutely awesome. And you know, I mostly work with emerging and startup entrepreneurs, and branding is so important as you begin
Yes.
to get your business started. So can
Yes.
you talk to us a little bit about how really identifying your niche is important when you are trying to get your brand out there?
Yeah, absolutely. You need to know who you're reaching and who you're speaking to. And a lot of time that will evolve as you begin to launch out into your business. It's not an exact science, but over time you will begin to notice that certain types of people, certain types of businesses, certain brands are attracted to what you do. And as soon as you are able to narrow that, then you can more effectively serve that audience. So the sooner that you can identify your audience, the sooner you can begin to meet their needs and to serve them more effectively.
And you're absolutely correct. And what about, you know, with branding, you always talk about, you know, your unique colors, your unique position, just everything trying to be uniquely you. How
Yes.
can an emerging entrepreneur really really capture their uniqueness? Because a lot of times when they're starting out, they really don't know. And that's why, you know, we're here to sort of help guide them. But what are some ways that they can try to find out, you know, what is unique about who I am and my services?
Well, to me, it all begins with getting to know who you are as a person. You know, just being able to identify your core values, your likes and dislikes, your priorities, what is at the very core of who you are. You know, what does your business, what do you want to promote with regard to what your business is doing, and how do you want to represent that? with your brand. So it goes everything from your color scheme to your fonts that you use on your marketing materials, on your website, how you communicate, the way that you flow with your communication. That is also a part of your branding. And then just the way you express yourself, your personality. And the thing that I find that a lot of people, and I'm guilty of this myself, is that at first you try to kind of copycat other people because that's all you know, you know. You may see someone you like, oh, I like what they're doing. And then you see someone else and you try to copy what they're doing. But after you do that for a little while, you start to discover that, no, that's not quite a good fit for me. And then you begin to develop your own style and your own branding, unique branding identifiers. And so a good way to do that again is to know who you are. And then that will be an outflow of your brand.
So what about marketing? Usually a lot of times we hear branding and marketing together, but they are quite different. Can
Mhm.
you talk to us a little bit about the differences in actually branding and marketing?
Sure. So the marketing part is the actual promotion of your products, your services, and your brand. So that would include everything from advertisements that you place on social media or in printed materials such as newspapers, magazines, etc. That's what marketing is. It's the vehicles that you use to get the word out about your service, your products, your brand. And then, of course, the branding piece is simply the way it looks, feels, and communicates with the audience. So they are two different things. They're interchangeable at some points, but definitely two different, totally different things altogether.
Wow, awesome. And so let's keep on with marketing because you see, now, do you actually provide like graphics for entrepreneurs?
Oh yes, absolutely. That is the bulk of how I got started, was
Okay.
doing business cards, flyers, brochures, different things like that, and it has evolved over time. And so, of course, when you're doing your marketing pieces, it's very important to communicate that in a way that is seamless. And what I mean by that is, if you have using red and blue per se as your branding colors. Then you probably want to stick with that color scheme in the rest of your materials. You wouldn't want to use pink and orange for, your business card, and then blue and green on your website, because they just don't cross over. And so you want to be very consistent in your branding and in your marketing materials so that people can easily identify. When I think of McDonald's, I think of those golden arches. They use that same gold color for every piece of material that they put out, from their website to their cups they use in the restaurant and things like that. And it's the same way with your brand. Think of yourself like a corporation, and you have everything needs to fit together and flow well in its color and branding.
Very good. And just really sticking on with the graphics, because that's really, when I'm working with entrepreneurs, that's one of the things that they struggle with. They don't necessarily want to invest in a graphic designer to graphic, and then they try to do their own thing, and it's not
Yeah.
so. So let's really talk about that, because truly, when you invest in your company, when you invest in you, it really serves you for the long run. So talk a
This
little
is
bit about the investment that needs to be made when you're trying to market and brand your business.
Sure. The wonderful thing about it is that with technology these days, there are some very cost-effective ways to have your graphic design completed without making a huge outflow of cash right up front. And you can use services like Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and that is a low-cost way to connect with designers and professionals who know how to put your materials together in a professional manner, and yet do it at a very affordable cost. The services start at like $5, therefore that's the name Fiverr, and can go upwards from there. But anyway, it's just a great way to connect with someone who can still help you brand and do your marketing without having to, again, use a huge outlay of cash upfront.
Very
And
good.
and there's other services like Fiverr out there that again, You can get the services at a low cost, but it's still quality stuff. And working with a graphic designer, though, that's the part that I enjoy. It's giving you that personal touch where you can convey your heart, your message, the core of your brand, person to person. A lot of times when you're using those online services, you're not getting a personal touch. You're working with someone overseas or someone in a different country that may have a language barrier. And so that is the con. There's pros and cons. The pro is it's low cost. The con is that you're getting someone who may not be able to communicate with you immediately or effectively.
I like that. And when your client comes to you and they have a vision in their head of what they want, how do you work with them to really bring that vision to life?
We have lots of conversations around what it is that they want, how they want to convey that. And I'm really doing a lot of questioning and listening when I'm speaking to my clients, because I'm trying to get an understanding of who they are and what it is that they desire to convey in their brand. And that just helps me to be able to do a better job of providing what they need, when they come to me.
And what's your normal turnaround time for just graphics? I'm sure you do a list of things. Do you, other than just simple flyers or social media badges, but what's a normal turnaround time that a person can expect if they come to you?
So if I'm just gonna try to ballpark everything, and this is a typical is 3 to 5 days on something simple like a business card, because it doesn't take very long to put that together. But if we're talking about a flyer with lots of complicated graphics, and you have a lot of information, and we've got to tweak it, several times, you may be looking at 5 to 7 days, but that's pretty normal within the industry. And if you want it done right, you want to try not to rush your graphic designer to where they're having to throw it together at the last minute. So you want to kind of plan ahead when you're having events and things that you need to promote, so that you give that designer plenty of time to do a quality job and not have to rush it. Although I can rush a project and still do a good job, but it just, we want to give it the best possible chance of excellence.
Okay, that's really good. And I'm always looking out for that startup entrepreneur who, is just getting in the game. Just do not, have a lot of money yet to invest in this, trying, because it's really hard in that beginning stages to get things.
Right.
And that's why I'm always searching for entrepreneurs as yourself, for ways that they can, still get their brand out there and try to, again, create a profit for themselves. Because it's difficult as you're here. So when you started your company in 2015, Stella Creative, how did you come up with the name Stella Creative?
Totally not my idea, because I had no idea what to name it when I started out. And that name just dropped in my spirit. I said, I want to be able to represent my clients with a stellar image. And so it just stuck. Truly, it just stuck.
Wow. I love it, though. It's really nice. It really is. And so with your clients now, and I'm sure you have them all across the country, which is awesome. Oh my gosh. How do you find yourself really securing new clients? I'm sure word of mouth is definitely one way, and I'm sure your marketing is on point to get new clients. So talk a little bit about how, you reach out to new potential clients.
So this is a really good nugget for entrepreneurs, just in general. When you start off and you have that first few clients and that base of clients that have been with you and stick with you, it's always good to over deliver, under promise and over deliver, because those will be the people that will refer other people who will refer other people to you over time. And I can truly say that about 85% of my business is word of mouth and referrals and repeat customers who have come back to me year after year. I've even had clients who left me and went to someone else and came back. And so I think that speaks highly of what we do and how we serve, in that, they're willing to continue to, entrust us with their project and come back for more. And again, word of mouth is key, but it only happens when you do a good job and you over deliver and you're quick to correct your mistakes and you're gracious to your clients and you
I
treat
love
them well.
it. I love
Yeah.
it. So talk to us about your newest venture, the publishing piece.
Oh my gosh. So totally by accident, but because I had self-published a couple of times and really enjoyed the process, I found myself wanting to teach others how to do it. And I also wanted to provide the service because I knew how to do it well. And so I started offering that as another form of service to clients. And what I found is that when you take a project from the very beginning all the way through to completion, it is so fulfilling to see, the reaction of someone who, they started with just an idea and now here it is in print in front of them and they can open it and see, how wonderful it looks. And so for me, the publishing piece was just kind of a natural outgrowth of what I was already doing and
Absolutely.
something that I had already walked through myself. And so Brilliant Awakening magazine is our latest venture. It launched on January 7th.
Okay.
So I'm super excited about that. And it's the magazine that talks about the everyday average person who has gone through challenges in their lives and been able to overcome those challenges and come out on the other side. And I am just honored to share the stories of these individuals. It's incredible to see their faces when they see themselves in print, and know that their story is going to make an impact in someone's life. And we're doing it again with excellence. It's something that they can be proud of, they can share with their family and friends and not be ashamed of it. So I'm really excited about this publishing venture and looking forward to launching so many more authors and
Yes,
sharing the stories of many more individuals.
absolutely. And so what's the name of your book?
So let's go back here. So in 2015, right after I started my company, I wrote a devotional called the Captured and Crowned Devotional. And it is 30 days of devotionals for women. And a lot of it talks about my personal experiences, childhood sexual abuse, and the different things that I went through in my growing up years. And it talks about the emotional and spiritual challenges that we as women, that girls, that teens tend to go through, struggles with self-esteem, body image, connecting with God, feeling lonely, identifying who you are in Christ, just those types of things. And so I took that devotional and published it. And then I also approached YouVersion, the Bible app, and asked if I could launch it on their platform. And lo and behold, they said yes.
Awesome.
And so now it is reaching millions of readers literally across the planet. And
Wow.
I'm so excited about
That
that.
is awesome. Definitely. Oh my God. So are you on social media? Of course you are. You are marketing and branding. Where
Yeah,
can everyone follow
yes.
you and connect with you should they want you for branding or marketing or publishing?
Sure, absolutely. So on every platform, it's the same. It's Paula McDade Com without the dot. So Paula McDade Com on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram is how you will find me. If you want to go to my Stellar Creative website, it's stellarcreate.com, and that's CREATES.com. Is the website, and they can find out more information about what we do and how we do it and connect with me there.
Awesome. Awesome. And what would be a final message that you would like to leave to all of those entrepreneurs out there that may be watching or may catch the replay?
My message to them would just be to believe in your brand wholeheartedly. And I know at first when it's kind of not fully formed and you're just brand new, it's hard to believe in something that you can't see. So it's a faith walk. But if you consistently build that brand over time and you pour your heart and soul into it, and if your why is compelling enough, why are you doing this? Why are you launching this brand, this ministry, this company, this venture? Then it will carry you through for the long haul. And I'm speaking from total experience on that.
I love it. I love it. If you're ever in the Washington, D.C. area, make sure you look me up. I would love to meet you. I'm
Absolutely.
so grateful that you took the time to come out to share all of your information with me, with the grind, and all of our viewers and listeners. So I really appreciate you. So thank you so much.
And thank you so much, Dr. Sharon, again. I sure appreciate you having me on the show.
Absolutely. And guys, thank you for spending your Monday evening with the Grind Entrepreneur Network Spotlight, where it's simple. We support, connect, develop, and highlight entrepreneurs on their grind. So Paula McDade, keep grinding.
Thank
Everyone
you.
have a wonderful, wonderful evening.